Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about GALA. GALA is really impressing me at the moment. I woke up today and see that GALA actually maxed out my target area here for the wave 4. So we can take a close look and take a look at that. GALA, of course, after its strong impulsive move here to the upside, the metaverse hype when Facebook rebranded into Meta, that led mana all the way up to 86, 87 cents. Since then, we've been here in a correction, ABC correction, in which we are now, I think, in the wave C still. Yeah, so what the price is doing here could be interpreted as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move. Now, tricky bit, there are two scenarios, yeah, at least. So one scenario here is this one that I showed you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where we've moved down in a 1, up in 2, wave 3 was long. The wave 4 is what we currently are doing, and the wave 5 to the downside. Now, this scenario, it won't get exactly invalidated yet if we move above 35 cents, but it will get less likely, okay? And the reason for that is if I draw the Fibonacci levels just of that wave 3, the ideal target level for such a wave 4 retracement would be the 0.382 Fib level. And that is what we talked about yesterday in the video. Yeah, oops, I gave you here the ideal level in the box. So we've got the target box for that wave 4. I told you that in a wave 4, the price is most likely going to see this area. And we had here the minimum that was at around 24 cents. Then we had the ideal level at around 30.7, 31 cents. I did expect strong resistance there, to be honest. Now we didn't see any resistance really. As you can see, not at 31 cents, not at the ideal level for a wave 4. That is not necessarily a good sign for this scenario, okay? So, however, we saw a reaction to the 0.5 Fib level at 35.8 cents. Now, everything within here, a strong reaction actually to that one. And also at the same time, you saw here the 50-day moving average coming down in orange, okay? And that is currently sitting at 33.5. The price couldn't really push above it. It could, it did, but not very long. So in this scenario here, in a wave 4, the price is most likely to see a reversal and could then continue its wave 5. That is, of course, based on that we are in a wave 4 actually, yeah, that this is not something different, because the other way you can, or let me just stick with the scenario for now, the price could move all the way up to that red line without being invalidated, yeah, because this is a wave 1 here that is sitting at the wave 1 low here from the 20th of December is at 41 cents. Now the price could theoretically move all the way up to that level. I always say the 0.5 Fib level here at 35, 36 cents, that is like the most likely where you wouldn't expect the price to go higher typically in a wave 4. But the actual rule based on elliott waves is that the wave 4 area is not allowed to cross into the wave 1 target area. Yeah, and the wave 1 is sitting here at 41 cents. So we could push a little bit higher, but we saw an initial reaction to the 0.5 Fib level already. Okay, so but without invalidating the pattern, the price could still move all the way up to 41 cents, but we've already got quite close. Now, of course, we've retraced back to 32, so moving up from here all the way up to that, where are we, to 41 would be quite a bit of a move up, so it would take us another whopping 26%, yeah, so that is quite a bit. Right, that is one scenario. The other one is, of course, that we've already seen here the wave 3 here, yeah, that we have then seen the wave 4 here, and also that would be perfectly possible, and that this here was the wave 5. I talked about that before as well. This scenario is possible, in my view not too likely, and the reason for that is currently what my view is and my perspective on the entire crypto market and what Bitcoin is doing, because based on this scenario here, what we've got in the chart now, it means that we could now see a new move to all-time highs, okay? But I do expect, if you've been following me on this channel, you will know that I do expect still another sell-off for Bitcoin that could take it below 28.7k. Now in this scenario, when Bitcoin is dropping down that much, I think GALA, including any other metaverse crypto, will have a big difficulty to really push higher. That's why I think we need to be careful here, just to talk about and to see this as the primary scenario here with GALA. But we need to be aware that it's a possibility, especially as in GALA's move down here, it did reach this target area here. It did come into the area between the 0.887 FIB level at 15.6 cents and the 0.786 at 23.5 cents. This is the area where I talked, or that I mentioned throughout, that this is the area in which altcoins most frequently get into in a correction, or especially in a wave 2 correction here that we have, because what you have here, this strong impulse back in November, was a wave 1. We're now in a wave 2, and the next wave will be the wave 3. And the wave 3 is typically the most bullish one. Doesn't have to be, but typically is. And typically it starts quite strong. I did say that before as well. Now, until yesterday morning or so here UK time, it didn't really look like that strong. But to be fair, what we're doing here is now looking quite strong. So, reminds me of what we did here back in November. Because what we did back here then was as well, we moved up very strongly. Then had to, because we were overbought, had to retrace a little bit, had to consolidate just a little bit, and I think that is what we can expect now. But depending on which way we go, right? Nobody knows really. The thing is, and that's been my message throughout here, not only for for GALA, also for other cryptos, that we have seen this initial target area, and that was very important. And considering of where we came from all the way up here at around 85, 86 cents, it did come down, 80, 90%, 80%. So from here, these were already very low levels, right? So this is the area we had on the chart. It wasn't there for fun. Was here to highlight that this is the area where with the most likelihood you see a turnaround. And I think for GALA, it's working out perfectly, doesn't it? Of course, you don't really know for sure. Are we now already in a new move up? Or are we just expecting here a wave 4, and we have only seen the 3, we're now in the wave 4, and the wave 5 is still coming. Now you don't know, and nobody will be able to really tell you until it's really happened. But that is why we had this target area on the chart here. And I also said, everybody who wants to have a foot in the door, the target area is typically a good point to get into a project, in my view, and that is what I did as well. And so I do communicate my buy orders anyway on the channel for channel members. So I think a lot of channel members did follow that. And then you're good either way, because if we're going up from here, everybody can take profits, of course, at their own convenience. But looking at what the potential is for GALA, right? Where we could be going, because we could in the next wave up move in a wave 3. We could move all the way up to at least 133, possibly higher to 163. And maybe even $2.11 here, the 2.618 extension. Now, 133, all of this is probabilities, but in a wave 3, and that is what altcoins do time and time again, we move typically at least to the 1.618. That is why, you can basically assume it. What we now need to watch out for is this only a wave 4, basically something like a huge dead cat bounce, or do we come back once more? Or do we go through here? But to watch out for that, 2 key levels, 35 cents key resistance of this target area here for the wave 4. If that gets broken, doesn't mean we're yet in a new wave 3 to the upside, because then we need to watch out for the next level here, the 41 cent level, which is the wave 1 low and would invalidate it, right? It would invalidate that wave 4 pattern. Also, you can see here, it's not only here this resistance of this target area, also here you have a previous high. If we get above that, which is sitting at 37 cents, all of this confirms, and adds to the case that we could already be in a new uptrend here. But personally, primarily, and I can only tell you my primary view would be that this here is wave 4, and we are still going to turn around at some point here and move into the wave 5. Now I could extend this now all the way up to the wave 1, because that's the way how GALA moved into this target area, okay? And looking at the indicators, for example, on the daily, you can see there is still a little bit more space to move higher, okay? I mean, last time, look at what GALA did. It moved up to 95 on the daily RSI, the momentum indicator. It's crazy that the price can sustain that for a while, but after a while, there needs to be a retracement back. And that is what happened. In this period here, I did warn about, right, be careful, there will be sell-offs taking place soon, which did. So we need to be careful here. On the daily, it can move up higher, but it's also limited. You know, we are already at 62. And bear in mind, this time we don't have a Facebook company rebranding into Meta, so the hype will be a little bit limited. So for our chart, we are overbought. So that is also why we're retracing now. Really, here it did come up to 92, the RSI. This is higher than I think it's ever been on the chart. So here you can clearly expect a little bit of retracement. And on the 1 hour chart, it probably has already retraced. Yeah, it did, but it's still sort of fairly overbought. So that is why the price is currently struggling to push through here. We've got the ascending trend line on the chart. Could imagine that we see a pullback to that trend line. And it's currently here. Let's just say it went down straight away. Then we could come down to a level of 28 cents or 29. Yeah. If we break the ascending trend line here to the downside, that for me would be a first indicator that the temporary uptrend here, or the short uptrend in which we are now, could be broken and we're heading down in that final wave 5. That's my view here on GALA. Hopefully that was helpful. If you liked it, then please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, maybe consider to join as a channel member, also to get some more additional content on Telegram, Discord, and to join a weekly live stream. There is one today at 1700 UTC. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.